It is Thursday, June 18th, 2015. Welcome, everyone, to episode 41 of the OG Cast, our clan podcast for the original Guardians. My name is Mike. You can find me on Xbox Live. I am Mike Rocksmore. We've got a huge show to get to, so let's dive right in. And first off, as always, let's meet the panel for the week. First off, let's say hi to Keith. How you doing this week?
Hey everybody, it's Keith. The gamer tag is Diknak. It's been an amazing week for gaming news, that's for sure. A lot of good stuff coming out. I can't wait to jump into it.
Yeah, we'll do that in just one sec. But next up, we've got Franz. How you doing?
Good, man. Like Keith said, it's been a busy week and exciting times.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's dive right into it here. And yeah, of course, E3 this week. Unless you've been living under a rock, this is the gaming Super Bowl, as it seems. So lots to get to. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of break down the news as it came in this week a little bit. Talk about the games that that we're looking forward to personally, and yeah, just any other big things that came up here. So do a little different format this week. So let's get right into it, and let's start off, I guess, before E3 even started. And let's quickly talk about Bethesda, because they had their big conference on Sunday night, and of course we saw Fallout 4, Doom, Dishonored 2. Looks like they're really bringing it.
Yeah, I think that Fallout 4 is amazing. I think that that's kind of the game of the conference specifically, what everyone's really talking about. But I really liked what they showed in terms of the Doom multiplayer stuff, like the map building thing. That looks really cool. The single player stuff, it looked like it's just going to get really repetitive, and it's probably not something that I'm gonna really care about, though.
Yeah, I agree. Fallout was amazing. I can't wait for it. I want to go back and play 3 now. It's been a long time.
Well, three comes with 4, doesn't it? Or yeah, when you buy 4, it comes with 3.
Yeah, I know. With this backwards compatibility, why don't you just give it to us now if you own it?
That's true. Maybe they will.
They're not trying to make a buck off of 3 with giving it to you, so.
The thing is, like, I think that it'd be cool if you could like pre-order it digitally or something, and then you maybe pre-purchase it digitally, and then they give you 3 now, so you don't get 3 and 4 at the same time. You know what I mean? You play 3 now, and then by the time you finish, 4 comes out. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Probably too much sense. That's why we're probably not doing it.
I know that'd be a bummer. I don't know. I might. I say that I'd play it again on Xbox One, but I really don't have the time. There's so many games I'm trying to play right now. I just don't have the time for them all.
I know, and the race is on to play everything on your back burner before the season comes, because you're not going to get to anything.
I know. Really the one thing that I wanted to replay was the Halo 4 campaign. That's what I want to play before Halo 5 comes out. When is that? When is Halo 5?
October 27th.
Okay, October. I couldn't remember if it was October or November. So October 27th. That's plenty of time. I'll have time for that.
Yeah, the way I've been trying to play it out in my head, like what I'm gonna play when. So I figured the Destiny expansion from when that launches up until Halo, and then.
Because that's September. Okay, yeah, that gives like over a month. Yeah.
It's like a month and a week or something. That'll be good. And then Halo. I'll be playing Halo probably for a while if it's as good as it looks.
Yeah, that the Warzone thing looks so good. It looks so good.
I was really excited for Battlefront, but I don't see myself tearing myself away from Halo.
Yeah, after that it's like, well, I might not even pick up Battlefront.
No, I think it's going to be Halo, and then once Fallout comes out, alternating the two.
Yeah, I think that's what it seems like well, I think I'm going to do Tomb Raider before Fallout, because it's a shorter game, so I can knock it out.
That's true. That's true.
The Fallout's coming out on November 10th, right?
Is
That's
it?
the day Tomb Raider comes out. They're dropping the
Oh,
same day, which I thought was
Only 2
weird.
weeks after Halo as well.
Yeah,
yeah, November 10th.
So
yeah, because Microsoft announced that in the conference, and then they brought out Fallout again and saying,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's coming out the same day."
Well, I mean, because I even watched like you can play Tomb Raider on the E3 floor, and there are videos out there of people playing it, and it looks so good. It just looks so good.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And
But
I mean, like the one thing, whenever they show it, they always show like the on rails climbing stuff because that's really cinematic. But I mean, a lot of the game is not like that. So I think they're giving this false impression as to what the game is like. I mean, I guess if you played the reboot, then you already know that. But
yeah,
it seems more on rails than what it really is.
yeah, and you bring up a good point. It's probably a game you can beat in, you know, 12, 15 hours. So
Yep.
get that out of the way, and then you can put hundreds of hours into Fallout.
Yeah. That's what I plan on doing. Cause yeah, Tomb Raider just looks so good. I have to play that on day one.
And did you play the first one?
Yeah, I played it on PC.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. That was my game of the year out of everything that came out that year.
Mm.
So when did that come out? That came out in 2013, right?
Yeah. Oh, was that though? I think that was The Last of Us year. Still got to give it to The Last of Us. If it was
Oh,
the same
yeah.
year.
I'm saying what I played.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
that was an amazing game.
Yep.
Amazing. Good reboot. You don't see many good reboots, but that nailed it.
Yep.
for sure. Okay, well yeah, so like yeah, Fallout November 10th, another addition into a overly packed holiday season.
Mike, your
Yeah,
mic is pretty low.
I turned myself up there a little bit. Let me try adjusting it again. Sorry. Better?
That doesn't really seem any better.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, well I'll try to talk a little louder.
All right.
Okay, well, so yeah, that was Sunday, and of course Monday we had the big console press conferences as well. First off with Xbox, so we've already touched on a few of the things already. So
Yeah.
the big surprise I think was backwards compatibility. What are you guys' overall thoughts on this? Is it good, bad?
Um, I'm, I think it's great for Microsoft's reputation with the gaming community, but it's not something that I really see myself using. I mean, I have a lot of games that I'm on my playlist right now. I don't see myself going back and playing 360 games. But it's amazing that they did it, and it's clear that a lot of people wanted it, and the response has just been phenomenal. So kudos to them. It would have been great if they had it at launch, and it's unfortunate they came out so much later, but better late than never.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you. It's a great idea, and I want to take advantage of it, but I
Yeah.
wonder how much I will. I mean, I'll play Reach again.
Yeah. It's interesting because it's running a full emulated version of the 360, so it's not repackaged Xbox One title. It is the 360 version running in a virtual machine on the Xbox One, which is incredible that they could pull that off. First of all, like emulators are very taxing on systems, so I'm surprised that they're able to do it with acceptable performance. I saw a video of somebody comparing the Mass Effect running on 360 and then on the Xbox One, and it actually performs better on the Xbox One, which I thought that it would be worse performance actually, but apparently it's working well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, uh, yeah, I'm surprised, but it's a great idea, and I think it kind of they don't take many punches directly at Sony, but they took one there.
Oh,
And
I
found
know.
that you don't have to pay for the games you already bought.
Yeah, I was actually a little disappointed at that jab. Microsoft has been the taking the high road, and I don't think that jab was necessary.
Mm.
But I mean, it does raise a point, that Sony, you're charging by the hour to play the old games.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
different, but
I don't know how you can say that without taking a jab at them, right? Because you got to say it's free to do.
yeah.
And automatically people are going to compare that to PlayStation Now.
Either way, it's a big selling feature to not have to rebuy all of your games. Like that is a great thing.
Yeah, I wonder what it's going to do to the remastered market.
Hopefully it kills it. I mean, that's really what needs to happen. So all these remaster games just stop and they come out and they're backwards compatible and they don't need to do remasters. I mean, because it's enough at this point. We're getting so many remasters of the last generation. I just don't think it's necessary. Like to me, Halo 2 was impressive because that was 2 generations ago, and it was a complete overhaul of the entire game, all audio, all graphics, animations, everything, that they just completely redid. And to me, that was worth it. But every other remaster that's been out there is just just a port. It's not even a remaster. It's just a port from the other generation. But
I agree. I got access to the Gears of War beta, so I'm downloading that now.
yeah,
I'll let you know if there's any difference to it.
eh,
Probably not.
yeah,
But I think overall Xbox had a fantastic conference. And blew it out of the water.
yeah.
Gave a bunch of games it showed a bunch of games that are coming out now that you can play.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the early access system because when they first announced it, I was a little disheartened because early access on Steam is not that great. You basically just get a bunch of games that get thrown out there, and they're absolutely terrible quality, but they're basically just money grabs from indies that don't want to complete their games. And they're just completely, taking the money out of gamers for just crap software. And I think that Microsoft's approach to mandatory free trials is the absolutely right move, and I'm really happy that that's the case. So you can actually play it and see that it's a terrible steaming pile of crap and not actually have to pay for anything. So kudos to Microsoft for doing the right thing with early access. That's how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, I wonder what indie developers is that gonna steer them away from the Xbox, giving, having this early access where all you can do is get criticized for it, and
Well, early access has generally been okay for developers because they get feedback early on. And especially with online games, they can make adjustments early without having to basically go undo so much work. So I mean, I think that I think it's really good for indie developers, especially if they're like online games that have a lot of balance that has to be taken into consideration. So I think it is good in that respect. But I think it's going to be a while before we see truly rough alpha games. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be used as kind of um, like a demo type system for a while, and then we'll start seeing some indies really take advantage of it. Like we're seeing Elite Dangerous. I'm sure that that's going to be a very great experience. I don't think that that's going to be terribly buggy or whatever because it's been out on PC for a while. So you're getting on Xbox, and it's they're going to have so many kinks worked out from the PC version that it won't be an issue.
Yep.
So and if you don't own Elite Dangerous on PC, absolutely check it out in the early access because it is a phenomenal game. So check it out for sure.
Okay.
What?
I saw you were talking about that, so and you were liking it. So
Yeah, I mean it's a space simulator, and it's and it represents the entire Milky Way. You can go to there are billions of star systems in the game, and it's really impressive. The scale is impressive.
It sounds like that indie game that PlayStation's getting.
Oh, No Man's Sky? Or
Yeah.
is that
Yeah,
what
No
it
Man's
is?
Sky. Yep,
Yeah.
got it.
So No Man's Sky, it's procedurally generated and it's inaccurate. Like it's not a scientifically accurate game.
Hmm.
Versus Elite Dangerous, it's very scientifically accurate. So everything in the sky that we like, they're actually plugged into NASA's APIs to grab realistic data. So when a new planet is discovered, that information is updated in Elite Dangerous. So all those exoplanets that have been made, that have been discovered by Kepler, like all of that is there. It's really in the game.
Gotcha. Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah. So it's a very different type of game.
Speaking of indies, Cuphead looks awesome.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, we saw that last year at E3, and they kind of last year at E3 they kind of showed it for like 2 seconds, and then everybody exploded, and I think that's why they got much more exposure this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks really good.
Yep.
I heard that the every animation in that game was hand drawn, so they didn't use computer programs. It was literally hand drawn to for all animations. It's the only game
took
that's
them
ever
forever.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that took them forever. Oh.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Very, very impressive. So I'm absolutely gonna pick that one up for sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's quickly stick with Xbox here, and what do you guys think of this new controller, the Elite?
It's expensive.
Yeah, that was my thought. It's great, but I don't know if it's great for $150.
Yeah. I mean, it looks really good. I mean, I would really like to play shooters with that. It's because I always like bumper jumper on shooters, but I found out that bumper jumper did not work with Halo 5 for me. Like the thrusters, like they didn't really, the bumper jumper control scheme really just didn't feel right. And I think that having paddles on the back would be amazing to a replacement for bumper jumper because you could use the fingers that you don't have to sacrifice what you're already using it for.
Yeah.
Well, interesting to hear that because we talked about scuffs a few weeks ago, and it seemed like the resounding opinion was that they're not really good.
The what?
The scuffs have paddles on the back, and ultimately it could be said that the Elite is trying to get a piece of that custom modded controller market.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they completely dominate that for sure.
Yeah.
But this is first party. I don't know. There's something, I guess, to that.
Does that other controller have like software you can have like profiles that does it have any of that, or is it just extra buttons?
Yeah, like the paddles remap to different buttons on the keypad.
Gotcha.
So you can mark X as one of the paddles, for example.
I gotcha.
So you can change weapon swap with your fingers instead of having to move your thumb.
Mm. But I don't know, swappable hardware too. Just like if your thumbstick wears out, you just swap in a new one with.
Yeah.
My concern is like, what if you're playing right and then you drop it and your controller just falls apart?
Well, maybe you shouldn't drink as much. Keep the controller in the hand.
You have to think
I hope. Yeah, I hope for $150 it's a little more sturdy than that.
Well, they're just magnets.
Oh.
Okay.
It
looks like the paddles on the back kind of latched in, like he had to insert them at a certain angle, and then like the stuff on the front, they were just straight up magnets. They just pulled off and put new ones on. Like there was no snapping or anything involved. So I think that if you dropped it, it would just pop off.
I can picture somebody getting angry in a Halo game and throwing it, and
the pieces fly everywhere. I would throw a $150 controller.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, that's
what
almost
people do.
it's almost half as much as the console.
I know. I'm
It's,
hoping. Yeah. I'm hoping nobody buys it.
and then they lower the price.
Yeah, and then they lower the price after Christmas. That's what I'm hoping
Yeah,
for.
they might, but I don't know. I can't justify buying it right
Nope.
now.
No.
If I get jealous of enough videos online, I might have to do it.
If I get really into competitive Halo, maybe.
Yeah.
But,
Well, you got to think they're going after that competitive market. So
Yeah.
I think that those are the people who are going to potentially buy this. So
yeah,
Yeah.
but is that going to be legal in competitive play?
That's what I was wondering. I don't know if they're going to be able to use that.
I mean, if it's first party official Xbox controller, maybe.
I don't know.
sponsored by Microsoft, maybe.
Yeah, if it's if you're right, because it's HCS, that's Microsoft's official thing. I don't think they're going to ban their own hardware.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, probably that's a great selling point for them. Is look at all these pros using this
Yeah.
our product. They're probably going to make that legal.
Yeah, that's going to piss off a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely.
Who knows what they're going to prioritize? It'll be interesting. That certainly will though.
It's cool though that they're doing it themselves because, a generation from now that's going to be the controller they sell.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Why didn't they go that route to start with? Hell, that could have been a great selling point for the system.
Yeah.
Here's a controller that we give you with paddles on it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's stick with Microsoft for just one more minute here, and let's talk HoloLens.
Yes.
Amazing, demonstration there with Minecraft again. Let's not kid ourselves. It's freaking cool.
It is. I'm not a Minecraft player, but I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Because we saw Minecraft. Well, we read about Minecraft, how that was working with the HoloLens during the initial reveal. They had a Minecraft demo, and I think that it's cool, but I don't know. I wish I would have seen something more integrated with Xbox.
Well, apparently they were showing off later in the week some stuff with Halo 5.
Well, not integration though. It's not
Right.
integration with Halo 5. It was like a briefing room. It was 100% HoloLens, but it was just like a hologram of like a commander or something giving a briefing on how the war zones worked.
Okay.
So yeah, IGN wrote an article about it, but it was something purely for E3. It's not going to be it's not going to be available for the public.
Okay.
But it looks really cool. I think that a lot of the demos are going to be are very misleading because you don't really see all of that. Like the field of view is a lot narrower than what it makes it look like it is. So I think that all the demos that they've done are going to be misleading for people, unfortunately.
Yeah, but the capabilities that thing can do, I mean, it's amazing. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that out as soon as it comes available, and I don't know. I'm kind of scared what the pricing is going to be, but it looks really good.
Probably another Xbox.
Yeah, more than an Xbox, way more. It's probably going to be 800 or higher.
The luxury item then.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. So.
But I thought it was a great tech demo. I think it was cool that they gave some time to it at E3, but didn't take up a whole lot. So.
Yeah. Well, lots to show and lots to go through in a time like that. They only had an hour and a half, so.
Yeah.
Can't focus on it too much, especially seeing as it is just a sort of preliminary product. It's not available yet. It's not going to be available anytime soon. And for just the wow factor, yeah, just touch on it, move on.
Yep. Yeah, because a lot of people are, a lot of people would get upset if they spent too much time on it. So I think it was good that was just a very small amount.
Plus, they had plenty of games to talk about.
Yeah.
A lot of we talked about Gears 4 is coming next year as well, and the Gears 1, what are they calling it, the Ultimate Edition or something like that.
Those are the remaster, yeah.
Yeah, this is the remaster, so that's coming out later this year. Yeah, beta is on right now for preview members. If you get a code.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously talked some Tomb Raider. So, like, what were you guys' favorite thing from Xbox then?
My favorite thing was not shown during the press conference, and that is the changes to the UI. Oh my god, it looks freaking fantastic.
I haven't even checked that out yet.
Oh, you haven't? Oh my gosh, dude. There's this promotional video. It is absolutely insane, and it when Cortana was shown, oh my gosh, blew my mind.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
You can just ask Cortana if someone's online and that sort of thing. It's like pretty cool.
On the promo video, it's like really fast-paced music, and then it stops and it says, "Hi, I'm Cortana," and then they just do all kinds of stuff with it, like so basically you can start a party, you can join party, invite people to parties without ever needing the snap, basically. So you just say, "Hey, Cortana, invite Mike to a party," and if you're not already in a party, it will start a party for you and then invite Mike. All without having to snap anything or stop playing your game or wait 10 minutes for the party app to load.
So it works through your Kinect then?
Yeah, it works through your Kinect. So Cortana replaces the voice command stuff. But the biggest benefit is they're basically taking messages, friends, achievements, and party out of apps. So they're no longer going to be part of apps that have to snap. They're going to be part of this overlay, kind of like with the Xbox 360. So you don't have to wait for the app to load. It's already there. So it's completely instant.
That's awesome. You got to send me a link and I'll watch it after the cast.
Yeah, let me try to find that.
I couldn't find anything earlier. I was looking for it, but it's on the E3 section of the Xbox dashboard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
like 2.5 minute video. I'm sure it's on YouTube, but I couldn't find it when I was looking.
Yeah, it's 1 minute and 22 seconds. Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Do you want me to play it right now? Do you want to give control to me?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. Freaking IGN giving me a 30-second ad.
You know, IGN's gotta get paid.
Well.
But yeah, it was really cool, and I guess we'll see it in a minute. It was pretty fantastic and very simple UI as well, too, from the looks of it as well.
That's good.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up.
What do you guys rate the Xbox conference as while we're waiting?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I'd give it a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7.
Was it your favorite of the show?
Bethesda was right up there. I think they did a really good job, especially for their first conference.
Yeah.
My main problem with Xbox conference is they showed a couple. I think there were 3 CGI trailers. They need to stop that. Like, stop announcing games if you're not going to show gameplay. Recore from conceptual level looks really cool, but we don't know what the game's like. So.
I know that was my most interesting, I think, game they showed. I really want to see some gameplay of that. Did they give a release date, or did they just say next year?
All right, I have it pulled up. I have that pulled up.
Do it.
Screen share. Here it is. Let's see. All right, you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, I have it turned off. Here we go.
Yeah, still no sound, but that's okay. It's more about how it looks anyway. What are you guys' thoughts on Forza 6? Good, bad?
I don't care about racing games. I'm sure it's great for the people who like racing games.
Yeah, I like Forza 5.
See how like all the friends and stuff, it's on the left side. I mean,
Yeah, it just pops up.
yeah, so everything's on the left side, and it doesn't shrink your screen like it does today when it snaps. It's just an overlay, so it's like super fast.
Nice. Right?
But like you could see, like you could talk to Cortana and interact with the party and stuff like that without it actually taking away control from the game.
Nice. Making your Kinect more useful than just turning your Xbox on and off.
Yeah. So it looks really cool. I'm really excited. And that was just the promotional trailer. There's actually one that's like 15 minutes long where it's like an interview where they're like sitting and going over it and really do some real time demonstration of it. So
that was in their little daily recap.
Yeah, it was in the E3 daily episode that they did that. Super cool. I almost want to join the preview program just to get that early.
You should do that, man. I've never had problems with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, my wife uses the console, so that's my only hesitation because she'd be a lot less forgiving from bugs. So.
Well, I'm getting into it myself here. I had a code, I never activated it, so I've since lost it. So I'm getting back in there. We can get the because preview members get the backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be.
That
probably.
Yeah, I might do it.
I want to play Reach. I want to play Reach again, and it's available now.
That's true. But yeah, so out of everything that we've seen at E3, I mean, that's what I'm most looking forward to is the OS changes. It's so freaking slow right now. Like the party system is awful, and I'll just be so glad when that's fixed.
Yep.
I think just to kind of go back to the UI changes too and using Cortana, I'd be interested to know how many people actually have Kinects, because Xbox One didn't really start selling until they cut the price and took it out. So probably most of the people aren't going to be able to use the big voice functionality that of course we all have. We all have Kinect, but
yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of that slickness probably.
I mean, I'm glad that they're continuing to support it because that is a huge thing, and like that. I mean, that just is an amazing piece of the upgrade, and yeah, people that don't have Kinect are really going to be missing out on that feature because during the walkthrough where they're actually doing it, like one of the commands they said is hey Cortana, record this clip and share it to my feed with the message something, and it happened. Like
nice.
Cortana read the message back to them and says, does this sound good? And they said yes, and they recorded the video and posted to the activity feed, all without ever leaving the game or losing control of the game. It's phenomenal, and I think that I mean, people without a Kinect are really going to be missing out on some really cool stuff. So I pick one up. I mean, really, it's a glorified microphone and voice processing device and I think that if they had to do it again, I'd say get rid of the cameras and just make it all voice.
I wonder if they'll do that. If they'll just add a cheap microphone you can buy.
Well, I mean, it's more. The Kinect is more than just a microphone. Like, it actually does the voice processing, the voice recognition stuff. So that's why you can't use your headset microphone with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but there are what, 2 optical cameras in there. So, and the processing power for those cameras. I think that if they would have just gotten rid of the cameras and gone with just the voice stuff, they would have been able to keep it in there without having to cut it with a lower price.
Mm.
But
IR blasters are in there too, aren't they?
what?
The IR blasters.
Yeah, IR, but you can get an IR blaster separately.
Yeah, sure enough. But yeah, so I think it's like it's the future to me. Like we're going to this, full automation thing. Like, damn it, I want to be able to tell my, how does Cortana do this, Cortana do that, and I really want that. And this is definitely the first step. Of course, I gestured to my Xbox off screen. So
There was an interview recently where they asked more questions about Cortana, and they said it's a full functioning Cortana that you see on your PC and on your phone. You can ask her to set reminders for you that flow to your phone, to your computer. You can ask her about the weather tomorrow. Like all of that it's there.
nice.
So it's full functioning Cortana. So it's really cool.
Excellent.
Is her voice Cortana?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
what's her name?
What's her
It's
name?
Taylor.
yeah, Taylor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yep. So for all of the common phrases, it's really her. And then they do have like the computer generated stuff when it's obviously not stuff that's been recorded. So
They are getting better. From last I heard, they are getting her to do more and more of the things.
yeah.
So, like one day it will be strictly her.
But it's only coming
Like
to when they launch it on Xbox. It's only coming to US and UK first.
I mean, that's their big markets.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike.
Sorry, Mike.
Boo.
But yeah.
Look forward to, I guess.
But I mean, so that's what I was most excited about. I mean, secondly was Halo 5. I really didn't care much about the campaign trailer. Like, it's going to really be hard to impress me to get me excited for Halo for really any game with just a campaign trailer for a sequel, because it's like I already know what it's about. Like but the Warzone stuff is really what has blown me away. I was not expecting that. And again, it's something that wasn't during their press conference, but it's one thing that's excited me the most about what they've shown.
Yep, that was my favorite thing from what I saw was the Warzone. I can't wait to dive into that.
Yeah, so the Warzone, it's 24 people on each side, I think.
Oh, I thought it was 12 and 12. I could be wrong though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
it's either 24 or 12.
Oh, that's a big difference. Hold on, let me find that out.
Yeah, let me find that. It's huge. But I was reading up on it. I watched. I think it was about 15 minutes of a full match to really understand how it was going to play out, and it's really interesting. Like, it's this mix between a Battlefield and Titanfall, and even aspects of a MOBA in there.
Yeah. 12v12.
12v12. Okay. So basically, each team starts out in their own base, but they have to clear their base that has AI in it. So they have to clear the trash, and then once they clear the trash, they can go outside, and that's when they start engaging in the other team. So in their bases to capture in this middle ground area. So you want to clear your base as quickly as possible, so you can try to capture those bases as quickly as possible. And so that's one of the huge reasons to be able to clear the PvE stuff as fast as you can. And then you capture bases to gain points. There are enemies that spawn at the bases, and you kill these bosses, and that contributes points. But the entire time, it's also kind of like a tribe system where you have like loadouts and stuff that you can get, but you have to spend energy throughout the game to buy guns, to buy power weapons, to buy tanks, vehicles, whatever. And you start with a really low energy cap, like at level 1, and then as the game progresses, your level cap increases, and that's where the MOBA tie-in comes into play. So like a tank might cost 7 energy, but you can't even get 7 energy right away because you have to get to level 7 first. And then once you spend the energy, then it goes back to 0, and you have to build back up to your cap. And
you also have to capture the garage before you can get a vehicle.
I don't know. You don't.
No.
So you can capture the garage to get it without energy, from what it sounds like, but you can also use the energy to spawn it if you don't have the garage.
Gotcha.
That's my understanding from one of the interviews. They made it sound like you can capture the garage to kind of or the armory or whatever they called it to come from behind, basically, to allow more vehicles from your team.
And then if you're also from behind, you can go and actually destroy their base. And even if you're losing points-wise, if you destroy their base, you win.
Yeah.
Which you have to capture all the points in between, then you open up their base, and then destroy their reactor, I think it is.
Yeah. It's their power core or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's kind of like what it was in Battlefield 2142. I mean, it's a PC game from forever ago. I don't know if any of you played it.
It was an amazing game.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a Battlefield to be like that again.
I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But you had to capture ground points to disable the shields of the enemy ship, and then once that was disabled, then you can go board the enemy ship to kill their core. And it's the same concept. Like, you have to get these points in order to disable the shields from the enemy base. It sounds like super strategic, so you can either go towards the PvE bosses to get points or try to go towards the power core. So it seems like there's a lot of options and a lot of meta that's involved, and it just sounds really, really interesting. So I can't wait to jump into that. That's going to consume so much of my time.
Yeah. Now, did you catch, is it, you have to level up your character and then before you're able to buy certain weapons? Say that not that the money or whatever, the energy you have carries over, but just like, do you rank up your character and you're now rank 5, so now you have the option to buy a sniper rifle?
No, so that's not how it works. So there's something in the game called rec packs. So every time you rank up or every time you play enough games, you can get extra rec packs, and they're kind of like the chest things in Battlefield 4. What are they called? The loot crates or whatever. They're that thing. Yeah. So the battle chest or whatever they are. So you basically you get those and you open those up and they have cosmetics in it. So they have like armor skins, new armor pieces, weapon skins, but they also have cards. Like if you played Titanfall, like those burn cards. So you might get a burn card for a Scorpion tank. So when you play War Zones again, you have to have the burn card to spawn that tank. So there isn't a level requirement outside of the individual game, but that card itself takes 7 energy to use. So you have to get to level 7 within each game to actually to be able to use your card. But once you use the card, it's gone. So it's a consumable.
Got it.
It's a consumable for power weapons and for vehicles. So you'll like collect these cards and then use them sparingly. Like, you don't want to use them all the time because you can run out. But for normal weapons and then for all the cosmetics, they're permanent. So like the shotgun or whatever. So once you unlock the shotgun, then that's not a consumable.
But you have to unlock the shotgun before you can buy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And you do that with the rec packs.
Okay. I'm less excited about that feature. I just wish it was kind of open and, whatever. When you make the tank an obscene amount of points, but if you save up that during a game, be able to buy a tank.
Well, the problem is everybody would get tanks, and everybody would use them every single match.
Yeah,
I think that's one thing that prevents that from happening. In addition, like the rec packs, you get them when you rank up, and after you win, I think 3 or something, you have enough points to buy one. After you complete, it sounded like some like daily objective or something. You get rec packs, so you get some, but you can also buy some rec packs as well. So there are going to be microtransactions, and you could buy additional ones like in Battlefield.
Okay, so there won't be there won't be sparse. You'll get them pretty easily.
Yeah, you'll get them pretty frequently, but you can buy them, and I know that that's a real controversy in the community right now. But they're basically taking that, and that's how they are paying for the maps. So they're releasing a dozen free maps to everybody So it's releasing, the game's releasing with like 20 maps or something, and then they're going to be releasing 12 more at no additional charge over the following 8 months, and they're paying for that through these microtransactions.
Yep, that's fine with me. I mean, first off, launching with 20 maps is insane. That's awesome. And then adding 12 more for free.
Yeah.
I'm
So one thing, like all of the non-cosmetic things that you get from the rec packs that only can be used in the Warzone stuff. So anything in the arena, it's still even starts. You can't use any of those rec pack stuff. The only thing the rec packs will do for you in the arena are the cosmetic stuff.
That's good. It's keeping the two types of Halo separate. You got your arena Halo shooter, the traditional Halo, and then you have this new game type.
Yep, I think they're doing a great job listening to the community and making sure they're preserving arena Halo.
Yep. While it's still evolving the game forward.
Yep. Yeah, I'm super excited. I think they're doing a great job with it so far.
Yep. That's by far the game I'm most excited for.
Yep, for sure. Me too.
I'll buck the trend. Halo does look good. I am very much looking forward to it, but I gotta say the Division.
The Division?
It's looking really good.
Man, that's taking some heat for downgrades. Apparently, there were some downgrades that happened.
What do you mean downgrades?
For the visual downgrades from when it was originally the graphic downgrade, kind of like what happened with what's it called? The other Ubisoft game.
Assassin's Creed.
No, it was the one where you hack stuff.
Oh, Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs, yes. So that caught a whole bunch of shit for downgrading, and then now there are claims that it's doing that again. So yeah, I have found this video that's basically doing that. Like so I'm playing a video now that's showing the E3 demonstration, and then let me see if I can jump up.
Make it full screen there.
Oh, sorry. So this is the 2014. Here's the 2013. Then so here's 2013. There's that infamous thing where he pushes the door closed. Let me see. Then here's 2014.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
Then here's 2015.
It's hard to
So
tell.
I think
it's kind of a little blurry for us. At least
yeah, it's probably video compression. You really can't see it. I think that really from it's probably really the like texture detail.
From the videos that I've seen, I haven't really noticed. I haven't really compared them back to back to back like that. But yeah, no, I haven't noticed it myself. And I haven't heard any of that. I've heard some rumblings that the game is just going to be garbage, but you're always going to hear that kind of shit. So
I mean, I think the biggest thing is like they're announcing games way too early. Like if this year was the first time we were hearing about the Division, people would be going apeshit and just really excited for it. And I think that the online community towards it is just kind of like meh. And it's really a bummer. Hopefully, when it actually comes out, they'll be able to build that hype train.
Yeah, I mean the graphics thing, I don't. It doesn't bother me. I mean, if I really cared about graphics, I'd be playing on PC and not console.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned. It's something that it's going to happen if they run into performance issues and they have to make sacrifices. Like it's going to happen, but people harp on it, and that's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, I mean that being said, I am starting to get a little worried about the game. Not seeing enough. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna have the longevity of like a Destiny.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? The video that they showed where of trolling your friend, like that video. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
That it sounds interesting. I think it kind of gives this DayZ type vibe to the Dark Zone.
Mhm.
I'm really excited to try it, but I'm not as excited about it as I was when they first announced it for sure.
We'll know more in December. That's when the beta is finally happening.
Yeah,
It is going to be on Xbox exclusively, I think, isn't it?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah,
Yep.
exclusively on Xbox. So
Yeah, I mean, I think that's when we're gonna learn about it, and it might get that Destiny appeal where people jump on it and then complain about the beta and it kills the mood. Who knows? I don't know. I think the beta is really when we're gonna know if it's gonna be a long lasting game.
Yeah. Plus, Ubisoft doesn't have a great track record with that stuff.
Yeah.
They've come out and said they just want annual franchises. So, I don't know.
they can't really make an annual thing out of the division, I think. But
No, I don't
who
think you
knows?
could.
Who knows? But yeah, we did get a release date, and that is March 8th, I believe. Yes, March 8th next year.
Yeah, it's a next year title, so I'll probably buy it because it's coming out. Because there isn't a lot of stuff that comes out in March, so I'll probably buy it just because of that.
You think you're going to be caught up on December stuff by March?
Maybe.
I think I'll still be working through Fallout.
That's true.
I admire your optimism there, Keith.
You know what?
But yeah, I'm still looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it for a long time now, so I want it now. Hopefully, it's gonna live up to the pseudo hype that they've built up for it so far. But yeah, that beta will be quite telling. So, but then again, I like the Destiny beta. That is what ultimately put the final nail in the coffin for me. That I'm getting Destiny. I'm going to enjoy it. But not everyone shares those sentiments. So.
Yeah. Which I mean, there's definitely a lot to talk about with Destiny, but I think we're running out of time. We might have to save that to next week.
Okay,
Oh my God, it's already 11:20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
We didn't even get to the other conferences.
Okay, well, obviously Destiny was a part of the Sony conference. Taken King is confirmed September 15th. Getting new subclasses, new story, new raid. It's going to be $40 for those of us who have everything already. $60 if you're brand new to the franchise, which I'm not a huge fan of personally, but
Yeah, we had our
too far down that road.
argument in the chat. Leave it there.
So if you want to see my opinion, go check out the website. I put an article up on that. Basically, it looks fantastic. These new subclasses look totally amazing. Franz, you get your flaming hammer.
They did. I think they gave each class exactly what they were missing. For the subclasses, they gave the hunter a support class. They gave the Titan a ranged class, and they gave the Warlock a up close and in your face.
Is it? I don't think it's up. I don't think it's up close and in your face. It's like Force Lightning, which is amazing, by the way. That looks really sweet.
I can't wait to fly around like the Emperor.
Yes. It looks real. I want to see the grenades, like what the grenade variant. To me, the grenades are way more important than the super. You use them more often, and that's what makes the classes feel powerful or not.
Well, for the most part, I think grenades are nothing too different. Like the Warlock is getting the lightning grenade, like the Titans have.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's probably going to be my favorite subclass because that lightning grenade from Titans really pissed me off. So I can't wait to get it.
Yeah, and the Hunter one's kind of cool. It kind of puts a kind of a flaming bar across where it explodes. Looks kind of cool. And yeah, that bow that the Hunter has it looks totally cool. So
I hear I hear they also have the ability to put up a wall to block off enemies, like in front of people.
Well,
I think that's like a variant of their super.
gotcha.
Something like that. Yeah, they haven't gone into too much detail about what each little thing does, which is probably a good thing. We should try and hopefully discover these things for ourselves. But yeah, definitely cool.
And the light level is going to be 40.
50, I hear.
Oh, 50, yeah.
50.
But it sounds like the base level is going to be 30.
Yep.
Yes. So probably once we get these new subclasses, we'll be able to get those next 10 light levels. So if we're 34 right now, by the time our subclasses are fully leveled, we should be 44, provided we don't have any new gear.
That's just so much grinding.
Well, I hope it's like Destiny is now, where you can get the base cap by just playing through the campaign.
I just hope that it doesn't feel like a grind. It's
There's going to be some grind coming back. They really took out the grind for House of Wolves.
Yeah. What they said, I think it was Deej who said it would be somewhere in between what House of Wolves was and what Dark Below is what they're shooting for. So a little bit more than House of Wolves. Because House of Wolves right now is you're done. You've done everything in it, and it's been out for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, I still never did the level 35 Prison of Elders, but I have no desire to do it. Like, I don't want to spend 3 hours doing that without a checkpoint system.
Let's not get into that, huh?
But, yeah, I would beat that.
Franz and I got kicked the other night when Destiny had the little hiccup.
Oh, I can
Right,
imagine
honest,
being so pissed if you are so close.
We had one round at Skolas, and we wiped, and then me and Mike got booted, and we couldn't join our other guy.
Fuck. Oh, that's so awful. That's really bad.
It took us like 2.5 hours to get to that point, too.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Destiny or Bungie, please put a freaking checkpoint system in. Ah!
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that looks. Taken King looks good. September 15th.
Can we talk about that new multiplayer game type? The
capture the flag.
Oh yeah, that looks a lot of fun. Finally.
Capture. Is that 3-player or 6-player?
6-player.
Oh, good. Yes. I saw that, but I didn't see how many players. Good.
I don't think they ever said, but there was more than 3 people on the map.
And so it's only one flag, capture the flag, right? Like it's a spark in the middle or whatever.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it's not the only way to score points. Killing people still scores points. That's like just a bonus. Yep.
Oh, God. Why can't they just do an objective gameplay? I don't understand.
Yep.
That's why.
But
you're getting something that's somewhat on the lines of of it. So I guess you can't be too bummed out.
I mean, to be honest, once Halo comes out, I'm probably not going to be playing much Crucible.
Yep, I'm kind of with you on that.
So, it's going to have a good 5 weeks, and then I'll probably be taking a break from Destiny for a while, which I've been taking a break from Destiny now playing Elder Scrolls Online. I've been playing the shit out of that game.
You like it?
Yeah. You know what? There's more story in the starter island of Elder Scrolls than the entirety of Destiny.
Yeah, that's not saying too much, but yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. Because Neverwinter came out and everybody was excited for like an MMO on the console. While Elder Scrolls, it just takes a dump on Neverwinter. It's so much better. The performance is a lot better. The visuals are a lot better. They don't nag you with microtransactions. Literally, there's absolutely no mention of microtransactions at all. You actually have to seek it out to go to the Crown store or whatever. They absolutely have no in-game prompting or anything that tries to get you to go to that store, which is phenomenal compared to Neverwinter.
Cool.
So, a great experience because I played the beta on PC, and it was enough for me to realize that it was a terrible game. but they just made so many adjustments since that period. It actually feels like an Elder Scrolls game now. I'm having a good time with it. I ran a dungeon with some guys in the clan. What was it, last night maybe? And that was really good. It was really fun. Because I rolled a healer, so trying to keep everyone alive, but it was a good time. If you like Elder Scrolls, if you like MMOs, get it. It's good. It's worth it.
Cool. All right, just a couple more things I want to touch on real quick here. First off, we got a little teaser for the next Mass Effect that's coming out next year too. So obviously that's going to be one of the big games next year. Let's quickly touch on Battlefront. We've got some gameplay of that. Looks pretty fantastic, but it's releasing in a very busy time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? End of November?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so very busy. So it looks good. To me, I have the concern about whether it's going to have any staying power. Is that something that we're going to keep playing, especially with all these other games coming out? So, but it looked really cool. The first person, that's naturally what I'd probably gravitate to. But it looks really slick. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I'm less excited about it now than I was going into E3.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's anything against Battlefront. I think it's more Halo.
Yeah, because I watched a video and I'm like, it looks like Battlefield 4 with Star
Yep.
Wars characters.
Yep.
Like the way that they were screaming at each other, it just didn't feel like Star Wars. Like, it was weird. I don't know. I was never a huge fan of the Battlefront series. I played them, but never really got into them deep. But it really, when I watched that, I felt like I was watching a Battlefield game that had been modded.
It's the same engine, same developer.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of similarities, and yeah, I see it too.
Yeah, I mean,
see it too.
I think that like they just could have made it feel a lot less like it's a modern warfare battlefield. You know what I mean? With like soldiers screaming at each other and like that. Like, you don't have to have that in every single shooter game.
And I don't know what I was expecting, but I was hoping it wasn't going to be so much. I'm not in love with the Battlefield gameplay, and it looks exactly like Battlefield.
Yeah. And I think that the one thing that I do like about it more than Battlefield, it looks like the aerial combat has a purpose. So in the Battlefield games, like if you're in like the fighter jets or whatever, like the fighter jets are fighting other fighter jets, but they're not contributing to the actual ground war. Like they're just doing their own thing. They're pretty much useless. They're a waste of space to even being there. But I feel that they got it right with Battlefront because they're taking down the big it was the AT-AT, ATST, I don't know which one, and I can never keep those straight.
Yep.
The ST is the small one.
The what?
The ST is the two-legged one.
Oh, so AT-AT. So basically the rebels are taking down the AT-AT with the tow cables. That's cool. I'm sure that's really sweet to do. But that, I feel, makes the aerial combat have a purpose because they're trying to take down the AT-ATs versus the Empire are trying to stop them from doing that. So it actually gives them a purpose to aid the ground forces.
Yeah, it's not two separate battles going on at the same time.
So I think that they got it right there, and that's Hoth. Hopefully that they do they have that same interaction on the other planets, because I think that's necessary, so they don't feel like they're just two separate things going on.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's interesting. I might pick it up when the price drops, but it's definitely not a day one purchase for me.
Not anymore.
Yeah. I think it's more just timing. I'm sure if it was releasing next year, I'm sure it would be a lot more into it probably. But
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. It's just at a busy time where there's going to be a lot of games that are going to take more of your time.
I think it's definitely going to be more popular on PlayStation 4 because they're not going to have Halo in the mix because they're going to have Destiny and then that long wait until Battlefront. So they're going to have plenty of time to they're going to distance between those two games.
But don't forget Call of Duty's they got
Yeah.
their exclusivity deal with
Who gives a shit about Call of Duty?
PlayStation.
I know we support it in our clan. I know. But who gives a shit about Call of Duty?
And Call of Duty's their own player base. If you play Call of Duty, you're gonna play Call of Duty. You're not gonna play anything else. If you don't play Call of Duty, you're looking for another shooter.
And the thing is, with Call of Duty, outside of the PlayStation conference, I haven't seen anything about it. No other videos online. Nobody if you look on Reddit, like the r/r/games, where they're always posting all kinds of stuff from the floor of E3. Absolutely nothing about Call of Duty. Nothing. Nobody is posting about Call of Duty.
Even the Call of Duty fan base is not that happy with the game. They don't see anything new, anything they really liked.
Yeah, I mean,
Call of Duty's dying. They need a revamp.
So,
something.
and
A revamp.
they're going to PlayStation 4?
Well, no, just they're just trying to mix up the gameplay. You got your Deus Ex soldiers in there now, and
Yeah.
so it's
So I mean, is this where Call of Duty goes to die?
They go to PlayStation to die.
Yeah. Is that because you think about the tournaments? You think pro gamers are going to switch to PlayStation?
Absolutely not. But are the pro tournaments still going to be on PlayStation? Are they going to be on PlayStation now, or are they going to be on Xbox?
Well, if they're not sponsored by Sony, then I think it's whoever is hosting the tournament makes that decision. But if they force all the pro gamers to switch consoles, that's just going to cause a shitstorm.
No, the pro gamers are going to move to Halo.
gamers are going to get their consoles for free anyways. Because I saw Drifter on Twitter.
What'd you say?
Drifter on Twitter, he posted a lovely picture of him getting another PS4 courtesy of Activision and Treyarch.
So they are trying to push that to pro gamers.
Oh, yes.
I wonder how he's liking that controller.
So.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much to happen from Call of Duty.
Nope.
Well, neither am I, but it is a big thing to a lot of people, so. But maybe not anymore. We shall see. But
what Call of Duty needs is to take a 3-year break, and then come out with another one.
Yeah, I mean that's
oversaturation, not enough creativity. Take a break.
I agree. All right. Well, let's wrap up here and let's go through our predictions and see who comes out triumphant with their keen mental prowess. Let's quickly run through these. Week 1, Franz, you guessed Fallout 4. Congratulations. Cine went with Mass Effect 4, which got, so 1 for him. Keith, you went with HoloLens and Xbox integration. You saw some HoloLens. I think that's could be a win. Maybe not the Xbox integration.
Yeah,
but
no integration.
You gotta know that's coming.
Yeah,
definitely coming. So we'll take one off for you there. I went with 3 wardrobe changes from Phil Spencer. We barely got 1, so that's a big old goose egg for me. And Nick went with Battlefront footage, which of course
got that.
Got the week after we predicted that. All right, week 2, Franz went with Gears 4 teaser, which we got, and I went with the Division launch date, which we got as well. Week 3, that was Halo week. Franz went with a second beta. Nope. Keith with a TV show.
No. They
I went
did. There was an article that said they're still working on it. That it is still happening.
Well, 0.5 for you then.
No, no, no. That doesn't count.
All right, and I went with Reach coming to the Master Chief Collection, which of course is a no. I guess we could maybe give myself a 0.25 or something because we are getting it through this backwards compatibility thing, but
That's a hard.
That's
All right,
that's a
I'll give
reach.
yeah maybe 0.05.
yeah. All right, week 4, Franz went with the Marcus Phoenix Collection. Nope,
Nope.
Not just one. Yeah, you specifically said not just one.
not just one. Yeah.
I think I said they were lying. I
Oh.
specifically said they were lying when they said it was just one.
Nice.
Yeah, so Keith, you went with Crackdown gameplay. Did we actually get Crackdown?
No, that
I
they
know.
they
I heard
confirmed that's
Crackdown
going to be at
mentioned.
Gamescom.
Oh, okay. All right, and I went with Tease of Comet. So that, of course, is Taken King. So I think that could be considered a
Yep,
win.
that
Give that
counts.
to you.
That's
Yep.
there.
Okay. Week 5, Keith went with Fallout 4. So that's a goose egg because Franz already guessed it, and that was my bad for even allowing it in the first place.
Oh yes. Crap.
Stealing all
I
my
went
good
with-
ideas.
I went with Sony getting more exclusive Destiny content, which turns out to be true as well.
Yeah.
Win of every Xbox owner.
Yeah.
All right, week 6, Franz went with Uncharted Collection, which yes, came before E3 actually.
I can't believe they didn't mention that at all. They had no games to show that are actually coming out this year.
So when's Uncharted 4 is next year then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's next year.
Okay.
March.
In March too. Okay. I went with the COD going to Sony, so of course that came true as well. And Howard went with PC games coming to console. So I'm not too. I'm sure something. Maybe.
It doesn't sound very specific.
No.
I don't think that counts.
No. Okay. Week 7, Keith went with a new IP from Rare, which we got.
Yes. The pirate thing. Yes.
Yes.
What is that game?
I don't know. It looks like it's an MMO. Was it Island of
yeah.
Thieves or something? Yeah, it's like a pirate MMO. Looks like
When is that Rare Correction coming out? That actually looks good.
this year or something.
Yeah,
I think
it was this year.
summer.
I think holidays. By holidays for sure. So.
Ugh. Not getting that then.
That would be nice if it came out way before the holiday, like super early, like in the summer.
I think they said summer. I'll check it up. Keep going, Mike, though.
Okay. I went with Windows 10 coming to Xbox, and we're sort of getting that with this new UI that we're getting. It's definitely built on a lot of
Yeah,
Windows 10.
that counts.
And Howard went with Olivia Munn.
What is that?
I don't know. I really don't know. And
Then we stopped after that. That was
yeah, we stopped after that. Yeah, week 8 was our bye week, and by week 9 we just kind of gave up on it. So I
think you won, Mike. Is that what
think
that
I
one?
did.
Yeah.
I think I did. Yeah, you guys came close, I think, but I was also the only person to be here every week too. So
That is true.
my cause here.
Well, it's our fault. We
Yeah,
that was on us.
we're slacking. And just to point out quick, the Rare Collection is coming out August 4th and is going to be $30.
August.
Only $30. Something to do late summer.
Listen, I objected to this because I said if I want to play those games, I'll download an emulator on my computer. But I know I'm gonna buy it. I just can't help myself. I spend way too much on games. It's just gonna happen.
I admire your conviction.
You know what? I'm being honest. And you know what? I read that it's gonna be like 17 gigs or something like that. Like, how is that possible? Like, there's no way those games were that big.
Well, 30 games? Like, I know, like, games used to be really small, but
Like, tiny small. I bet all of those games in their original form or probably less than half a gig if you combined them.
Ooh, I don't know. I go that low.
Yeah, what was that, like Super Nintendo? Dude, that was those games. Well, let me see. Let's see. Super Nintendo store. I don't even know how. Let me see. Okay, Super Nintendo had 1 megabyte of RAM. 1 megabyte of RAM. Okay, 1 megabyte of RAM.
It was different timing. We didn't know any better.
Dude, I don't care. I want Battletoads in all its glory. Come on.
Well, there's this weird statue about a Battletoad. Did you see that?
No.
No, apparently. So there's like this huge 5-foot statue of a modern looking Battletoad, and then GameStop reported, like a GameStop employee reported they got like badges that says ask me about Battletoads or something like that. So Battletoads is coming. More than just this rare collection. There's something coming. That's probably going to happen at Gamescom is when they announce that.
Well, was that just for the what that Shovel Knight, the Shovel Knight bosses
no.
and or Battletoads?
No, I think it's something completely new. There's no way that they would have had that huge statue for that Shovel Knight thing that came out months ago.
All right. All right.
Let me see. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that will pretty much wrap up our little E3 breakdown here. You guys got anything else that you saw real quick that you want to get to, or
So much to talk about, but that's for next week. I gotta pee.
All right. All right. Well, links to a lot of the trailers and some articles that we discussed. Links are all in the show notes. So if you've missed any of the trailers that we talked about, yeah, check them out. A lot of good stuff coming, and it's been probably one of the better E3s in recent history. And I think that's just a universal, statement. Everybody really seemed to bring it this year, which is definitely, a good thing for us. So that's definitely
Yeah.
Agreed.
cool.
117 megabits. What the game cartridge was.
Yeah.
Well,
Perfect Dark Zero might have been a little more.
yeah, that would have to be at least a couple gig on its own, at least.
No, dude. No way. Absolutely no way. The first game that was like a gig was like Ghost Recon on PC that came out way after that. Super NES, it said the cartridge can address 128 megabits, but the cartridge was only had 117 available for actual use for developers.
Zero, that was like a...
That was a Nintendo 64. Okay, yeah, that was a Nintendo 64 game. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that would have been a little bigger.
Still probably not a gig though.
No, not a gig.
Okay, well, maybe they're putting a fancy UI over everything or something. It's taking up all that space. I don't know. It's up conversion. Bringing it up to today's graphics and all that kind of stuff. All those fancy jargon and lingo and words. All right. Well, yeah, links in the show notes. Yeah, and the usual stuff is in there too. Website, originalguardians.com. Facebook, just search Original Guardians. Twitter, @OGuardians, and Google Plus is your thing. Just search Plus Original Guardians. All the rest of the links are all in there. And yeah, we will be back next week, 10:30 Eastern on Thursday. Hope everyone's enjoyed this extended edition of the OG Cast. And yeah, we will be back next week.
All right, see ya.
Later, guys.